Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to style your knotless braids. Okay, this is the style that I posted for my last video, so if you haven't watched how I did this tutorial, the video is right on my channel. It is the most previous video that you can see on my channel, so you can visit that video and then you know how to braid your knotless braid, and then you come back here to learn how to style it. Okay, so to begin with, this is the very first style. You sweep everything to your side. You can either do your left side or your right side, and that is the first style over there. It is very, very common and pretty easy. Okay, and then the second one, you divide your hair into two, and then you raise the first part of the hair, or the one part of the hair on top, and you use a tie to tie it. You can either use a rubber band or something like what I am using. Okay, make sure that you are not tightening it too much so that you don't have or experience tension on your scalp. You don't want to have tension on your scalp. Okay, so tie it according to how you feel it is secured on your head. Okay, and then you do the same for the other side, and when you are done, you can use any gel of your choice to actually neaten out the parts, because it is actually old hair. I have worn this hair for 2 to 3 weeks, and I just wanted to give it a little clean parts by using my shine and jam. You can use any gel that you have, or okay, so that is it over there, to just neaten out your parts, and that is exactly what I did for my front as well. Okay, and there you have it for style number 2. Okay, what do you think? Yep. And look, so I used the gel, and look at the results. It is looking clean. It is not too old. It is also not too new. We are just interested in clean parts only. Okay, now the third style, what you would do, because I used accessories at some of the or two parts of my hair, I am removing the ones that have accessories, and I am going to make a band from the two parts that I made, which was hanging. Okay, so I am making a band by basically taking the hair and twisting it to make sure that it develops into a bun basically. Okay, and when I was done, I shaped it to my desired shape, and it was good. And I did same for the other side by removing the accessorized strand, and then I twisted it round and round and round, just like I am doing, and I tucked it under, and I used my fingers to shape it into a desired look. And there you have it. So the ones that have the accessories are going to be just around my sides, and there you have it. It is such a beautiful style. Yep. Yep, give me some dancing, give me some dancing, give me. I also threw on my spectacles, and I feel like a science student already. Like, come on, hello. Any science students here, comment below if you're a science student. I don't like science anyway. I did maths, but I don't like science. So moving on to my fourth, this is the fourth, right? So moving on to my fourth style, I am swooping everything to my front, and I'm going to use my tie to tie everything. The reason I am bending my hair down is because I want the braids to come up very, very high at the middle part of my hair, like my pumping. I want it to come to my pumping. And one of the ways you can actually make sure that the strands are all tightened and secure, you remove it one by one, and then you stretch it so that you don't have any loosened strand at your back or your front or your sides or anywhere. Okay, yep, so I did it like that by stretching each of the strands until I exhausted all the strands. And again, I removed the strands that have accessories, and I twisted the rest by twisting it, and before I started wrapping it under, just like I am doing. And when I was done, I used my fingers to shape it according to how it is looking beautifully in my eyes. And then with the ones that I have accessorized, I just tucked it in one of the braids at each side of my head to make sure that they don't go anywhere, they don't move anywhere. You get it? You get it? You get it? So anytime I completed a particular style, I was just feeling myself, and I was just dancing to some music, like as always. Yep. So we are going to go on to the fifth style. Okay. Now with the same band that you mounted on your head, okay, you divide it into two, and you braid it down. Okay, so it will be like a box braid, and with a braid, you just with each of the braids, After you have divided the whole thing into two, you take one part of the braid, you divide it into three, and then you start exchanging it, like you do it side by side. That's how to basically do a braid or something like a cornrow. So you braid it into a very big box braid, okay, and then you braid it down. Make sure that the ends are secured. If you braid it down and they are not totally secured, you can use a small rubber band to secure the ends so that they don't loosen up, okay. So I did the same thing on the other one. So divide it into two. With each division, you also divide it into three, and then you just wrap it around into a braid. And when I was done, I moved both backwards. I moved both backwards, and it looked like a crown. So you can see that it's looking like a crown. When I came back, I tucked it in. I missed one of the strands, but I'm home, so I missed one of the strands. So pay attention to the style when you are doing it. Please make sure that you have a mirror at your back. I don't have a big mirror, so I am always dependent on my fingers, and this time I missed one of the strands, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm just showing you guys the style, so I hope you get it. So I tucked it at the back, and this is how it is looking. Again, I left out the strands that have the accessories at my side, and I feel like a dirty princess, a dirty princess. Now, when I was done with my fit style, moving on to the sit style. Is it sit? Yes, I think it's sit. Moving on to the sit style. So I used the braids that I had braided, and I wrapped it around. So instead of all the braids that we wrap it to make a bun, you use the same technique to wrap it around. And this time around, it will look very, very well kept. It wouldn't come out as a rough band or anything. And I realized that it actually goes very, very high. So if you are a team higher band, this is for you. Okay. Now moving on to the seventh style. You unbraid one part of the big braids that you make, and you tuck one of the braids, or the one that is still in braids. You tuck it and wrap it and make it into a bun, so that the rest of the hair that you didn't that you loosened would hang by your side. Okay, so you can either do it on your left side, or you can either do it on your right side. And here I am just trying to shape it such that none of the strands are standing around the band that I am making. So this is basically how to go about it with this particular style. Okay, all right, now we are going to go to the eighth style. Woo, girl, I got you covered for the whole year. Like, so with this style, I took part of the hair from my middle scalp, like my team fin, and then I swooped it to my left. Here I was just trying to see which of the positions would fit my face best, and I realized that my right side would be best, so I swooped it to my right, and I joined it together with the rest of the hair at my back, and I used my tie to tie it around. This tie has suffered in my hands. I need to get a replacement. So I tied it at my back to make sure that everything is secured, and I used the rest of the hair at my back and tied it into a very clean bun at the back. Okay, basically you just twist it around and wrap the rest of the remaining hair under to make it secure. You can, if you're going to rock this style for throughout the day, you can use an extra tie to tie the base. Okay, after you have wrapped it around, and you're going to have something clean like this. This is so professional. It is so professional. Just look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. So my accessory is it's a honor, but I mean, so you can either swoop it at your side too, okay, instead of the bun. And I think there's the last one. Is it the knife? So with this one, I just took a part of my hair, I swooped everything to my right side, and then I started twisting it a little bit by a bit. So when I reach every part of my scalp or my hair, or at the position I reach, I'll just pick one or two strands, and then I'll just pass it around as if I am doing a twist. And you can see that I didn't do it too tight. That is how I'm able to move it forward to kind of give it a defined shape around my face. And this style actually helps whoever that doesn't have a lot of edges. Like if you don't have full edges, for me genetically I don't have full edges no matter how much I tried. Even when I had a lot of hair, genetically I don't have full edges. Okay, my mother didn't born me with full edges. So when I was done twisting everything, I used my tie again to tie everything at my back to make it secured. And this is how it looks. If you're going to step outside, make sure that you're using gel to kind of wrap around your back, and then everything or everywhere would look very, very, very sleek. Okay, so here you go with my styles. Thank you so much. Look out for the video where I'm going to be turning this into knotless braid, girl. So thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.